Greetings, Felix Fortuna, just a caveman living in a modern cave, and this is something I've come across. This is Roman mining technique called hushing, where they would know where a gold, lead, silver, doesn't matter, and they would dig tunnels, shafts into the mountain, as you can see here, down and sideways, and then they would divert a river through aqueducts, and they would flood the whole tunnels, which would collapse the mountain. And here's an image of alluvial gold mining technologies from ancient times. And you can see they dig the shafts and then they pump it full of water. And this is the remains of it. You can still see the holes from the mining. Here's some more remnants of Ruana Mountain. I'm not sure where this is, but this is more remnants of the same process. In the previous image and this image is from La Modulosa in Spain. And you can see here that it's the same technique and eroded the mountain. Here's another image of eroded the mountain. Here's another image with the driving path and the two eroded mountains. But this is how they did this. And then you can imagine all the fossils that you would find after these mountains being eroded. And then you try to put these fossils back together and you could come up with some crazy creatures. So this is probably some of the reasons for the six-fingered this and six-toed that. It's because they're putting creatures that they found after these eroded mountains together. But of course, it's kind of a crazy caveman idea, so think about it. Appreciate it for watching. I always do this, but here are some valves from ancient Pompeii. So, we know this is 1st century BC or, And of course, here's some more ancient valves from Pompeii. And we have this brass valve, which was found under the rubble of the fires of Rome. So we know it's, 2,000 more years old, 2,100, 2,300 years old. So the Romans mastered the water. And this is a relatively modern image, but you can see what they're doing. They're using basically a fire hose to erode the mountain. And the Romans couldn't use water the same way. I think they would. And they would find these fossils and crazy things, and they would put them together. Thanks again for watching.